Hi, everybody. I'm Krish Roy. I'm the Robert Milton Chair Professor here at Georgia Tech and Director of the NSF Engineering Research Center, CMAT. And I want to continue and first welcome everybody and thank everybody for joining. As Anne pointed out in the last few slides, that when we come into regenerative medicine, cell therapies, engineered tissues, and so on, it's really a complex systems, not only the product, the patient, the relationship between the product and the patient, as well as the manufacturing process, the supply chain, all of those. So in the next 2 days, we hope that these are some of the key discussion points that we want to bring in. Really focusing on the data structures, the modeling part of it, how does modeling and theory can help us to understand regenerative medicine products, develop better products, more reproducible products, and really how do we bring those advances to industry and what's industry doing these days? What are the challenges in developing data-intensive analytical methods and theoretical models? We will, towards the end of tomorrow, talk about workforce. Are we preparing our next generations of scientists and technicians and leaders to understand data and to understand systems thinking? How do we interpret this data within the context of the regulatory framework? So we will have some discussions with regulators in that space. And how do we bring this whole ecosystem, as Anne pointed out, including the reagent supply chain, the delivery, the logistics, with the manufacturing process, with the clinical trials, and look at this from, as Anne pointed out, a systems within systems point of view. And do we really need to think about what type of product data we gather, what type of clinical patient data we gather, what type of healthcare systems data we gather, and how do we integrate that data? How do we create predictive models out of that data? So hopefully this will be an exciting 2 days and engaging 2 days for all of you. And with that, I'm going to hand over to, first I need to thank the whole planning committee, because it does take a lot of people to make this happen. And Anne and I certainly are very, very thankful to all of the planning committee members, Tom Bullenbach, Jimmy Hamilton, Deborah Hoshizaki, Sadiq Kasim, Malcolm Moose, Phil Vanek, and Claudia Zabelberg. We also want to thank the National Academy staff who were incredibly helpful and put a lot of time in organizing this meeting. So thank you, all of you, for that. And then, Anne, if we can go to the next slide. I want to remind everybody that please ask questions by typing them in the box below the webcast, and we will collect all of your questions, and hopefully we'll have time we have set aside a lot of times for Q&A, as you saw in the agenda, so we will get through that. Do include your name and affiliation there. And the workshop is 2 days, so today and then tomorrow. And we hope that you can join us both days to continue the discussions here.